So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to dive into today includes a new, maybe potential Syphon filter for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro versus Xbox Series Pro news, and head of global third-party relations at PlayStation has a lot of meetings in Japan this week at Tokyo Game Show. We're going to talk about that as well. First, what's your hype level from 1 to 10 for Spider-Man 2? We are now officially 1 month away from launch, and I'm very hyped. The more we hear about this game, the more I'm like, just give me the game already. I just want to start playing it. But that's just me. What about you? So comment below from 1 to 10. What's your current hype level for Spider-Man 2? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a new Syphon filter for PlayStation 5. For people who don't know, Syphon filter was a big franchise for PlayStation back in the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 days, and it was also on the PlayStation Portable. We've recently been getting the classic franchise put on the PlayStation Plus premium service, and it's been a nice throwback for a lot of people who enjoyed those games back in the day, and it's also being enjoyed by a new generation of players. Now, there seems to be a bit of talk about its potential return. Reading from Insider Gaming, Gabe Logan was Sam Fisher before Sam Fisher was Sam Fisher, working with high-tech gadgets and suppressed weapons to rid the world of nasty terrorist people. It wasn't ever a phenomenally successful franchise, but Syphon filter certainly is memorable, especially for me. In the small teaser published on Twitter, Ben Studio, the creators of Days Gone, referenced Syphon filter in a cryptic message. So this is what they said over on X. We have a scheduled maintenance plan today. Players must siphon their filter. You will experience absolutely no issues during this time, as this is completely made up. Thank you for your support. So when I first read this on X, I didn't really think much of it. They're talking about their franchise that recently has been getting its classics put out there for a new generation of players on PlayStation Plus. But if there is something here, it could line up with Oops Leak, which is a Twitter account last year, or an X account now, however you want to phrase it, that leaks information on titles. It was more active in previous years, and last year it's been pretty quiet in a recent memory. But last year they posted information about what Sony Bend could be working on, and the account on X stated that Sony Bend is working on a spiritual successor to Syphon filter, a mix of Hitman and Metal Gear Solid 5 in an open world. Let's see if that comes to fruition, because Sony Bend has definitely been cooking something for years at this point, and we should hopefully be seeing something in the near future. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony third-party partnership meetings happening this week. So Tokyo Game Show is happening this week, starting Thursday. Sony is at the indie booth, so don't go expecting them to have anything big. Even though Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is confirmed to be at Tokyo Game Show, there are rumors of Silent Hill 2 Remake making an appearance at the event as well. But again, Sony is at the indie booth themselves, so if anything, expect indie related content there potentially, which of course there are many of them that we're all excited about that Sony are pushing at the moment. However, this story here is more focused on the behind-the-scenes third-party partnership meetings. Recently, we had Christian Svensson, who is the VP head of global third-party relations at PlayStation. He's currently at Tokyo Game Show 2023, and he posted this up recently on X. Back in Tokyo, lots of partner meetings this week, but first, seeing the sites. So it's clear from this that Sony is getting more and more involved with Japanese third-party companies. I'm really curious what games some of those meetings are focused on, because remember what companies are going to be at Tokyo Game Show. This, of course, includes Square Enix, which Sony already has a partnership with, Capcom, Sega, Koei Tecmo, etc. So we could potentially be getting some interesting news come tomorrow, which is when the event starts, and throughout the weekend. It goes up until Sunday. So I'm really curious to see what we get from this show. But you guys let me know if you're excited for TGS 2023 or not. Let me know down in the comments below.
Are having a little get-together. They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
And now diving into the final story of the video, PlayStation 5 Pro versus Xbox Series Pro news. So last time we discussed Pro consoles in the news was when Phil Spencer pretty much confirmed that they're not going to have a mid-gen refresh. They have the Xbox Series X, and they're just going to let that play out until 2028, which is when they seem to want to launch their next Xbox console, which is probably around the same time when Sony will launch their next console as well. Yesterday, we had a set of documents leaked from Microsoft. People tried to make the claim that the FTC leaked these documents, but we found out later that it was Microsoft themselves who actually leaked these documents. Now, I'm not saying it's on purpose. I'm not saying that, but companies do seem to leak information to gauge public reception. Are people really ready for an all-digital console future and just let it go, let the disk drive go? Yesterday revealed they're not for the most part, and that's free public reception testing for Microsoft before launching their new products. Are people really ready for an all-cloud hybrid in 2028? Microsoft probably got that feedback yesterday as well, because those documents leaked as well. That information of their next Xbox leaked as well. It's pretty hard for me to believe that documents this important, this significant, just leaked like that. But the discussion here about their mid-gen refresh, which I'll give Phil Spencer credit, it's not a pro console, it's a more efficient console. So when Sony reportedly launches their PlayStation 5 Pro come holiday 2024, according to these leaked documents, Xbox is going to release a refreshed Xbox Series X. That's all digital for $499. Actually, adorably all digital. Adorably, that's their phrasing. Adorably all digital Xbox Series X for $499. It has improvements in other areas with a better chip, better Bluetooth tech, better Wi-Fi tech, and all around it's a more efficient console with a 2TB SSD. Now, based off Phil Spencer's comment on this leak, he made it clear that these plans are older plans and things have changed, because again, it would be crazy to see Sony launch a pro console next year and Xbox not do the same. This console detailed here is essentially equal to a PlayStation 5 Slim, just an improved, more efficient console, not more powerful. What's even worse with this console is that it seems to be an all-digital console at $499, while the reported new PlayStation 5 has an option to attach a disc drive. And the current PlayStation 5 all-digital console is $399, $100 cheaper than this thing. The PlayStation 5 Pro is reportedly set to double the power of the GPU come next holiday, and say Xbox doesn't release a Pro console, then in the console space, your best option is the PlayStation 5 Pro to play games at their best level, 4K 60. Maybe that's alright for Microsoft since they're pushing for cloud gaming and PC gaming if you want the highest end type of gaming. Next year could be a big year with Nintendo potentially launching their new console, the PlayStation 5 Pro potentially launching, and this new Xbox console refresh. But you guys let me know if you're going to be getting a PlayStation 5 Pro, if Sony launches it next year or not. Let me know down in the comments below. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do to the body: obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Bring on the power." Obviously, this is in reference to the PlayStation 5 Pro, the potential PlayStation 5 Pro launching next year. If you're excited for that, destroy the comment section with "Bring on the power," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now, I'll check you guys out on the next one.